shift has occurred in the atmosphere, and if you are listening to this, it is because your spirit has already detected it. You may have woken up this morning with a strange sensation, a feeling of anticipation, or perhaps a sudden heaviness lifting off your chest that you hadn't even realized you were carrying. Today, January 29th, marks a pivotal moment in the spiritual timeline of your life. While the rest of the world continues to move through the mundane motions of their daily routine, heaven is orchestrating a massive realignment behind the scenes, and it has your name written all over it. We are talking about a divine intervention that addresses the injustice, the betrayal, and the silent suffering you have endured for far too long. Specifically, there is a situation involving a specific individual, a feminine energy, a rival, a false friend, or perhaps a person who operated with a spirit of jealousy against you, who is about to experience a sudden and profound fall. This is not about revenge. This is about divine order being restored. God says enough is enough. The scales are balancing. Before we go any deeper into this revelation, I need you to take a deep breath and center yourself. What I am about to share will confirm the whispers you've been hearing in your prayer time. It will explain the sudden anxiety or the sudden peace you've felt in waves over the last 48 hours. You are not imagining it. You are a chosen one, and when God moves on your behalf, He moves suddenly. For months, perhaps even years, you have watched a certain scenario play out where it seemed like the wicked were prospering. You watched her. And this could be a specific woman, a karmic partner, or a person who embodied deceit in your life, seemingly get away with everything. She walked away with the reputation, she walked away with the resources, or perhaps she walked away with the person you thought was your destiny. It looked like she won. It looked like your integrity was a weakness and her manipulation was a strength. You sat in silence, swallowing your truth, wondering why God would allow someone to cause so much damage and yet appear to live so happily. You questioned your own worth. You looked in the mirror and asked, what did I do wrong? You replayed the memories, analyzing every conversation, trying to find the fault in your own character. But I am here to tell you that your season of confusion is for what's coming, with daily practices of focus, boundaries, and discipline. Stop negotiating with the noise. Learn to spot distractions before they control you, and strengthen your mind. Also available in an immersive audio version. Over 10 Zuru readers have already transformed their lives through the 30-day journey. Thousands of people have already started this transformation. People like you who are tired of living in the fog. Ordinary people who decided to stop accepting mental chaos. Take advantage of this limited time offer only this month. Access your link just below in the pinned comment. Officially ending. The pressure you have felt recently was not chaos. It was the build-up to a breakthrough. God is saying that her sudden fall will change everything. And when we say fall, we are not necessarily speaking of physical harm, though the universe has its ways of stopping people in their tracks. We are speaking of the collapse of the illusion. We are speaking of the facade crumbling down. The mask she has been wearing is about to slip, and the exposure will be public, undeniable, and absolute. Why is this happening now? Why January 29th? Because there is a spiritual threshold that has been crossed. You have finally reached a place of surrender. For a long time, you were holding on, trying to fix it, trying to defend yourself, trying to control the narrative. But recently you let go. You stopped checking their social media. You stopped asking around about them. You stopped trying to prove you were the good one. You went silent. And that silence was the loudest thing you could have ever done. In the realm of psychology and spiritual law, when you withdraw your energy from a person who thrives on attention and validation, you cut their supply. You see, this person, this her, who seemed so confident, was actually feeding off your reaction. She needed you to be upset. She needed you to be jealous. She needed you to be broken. It validated her false sense of superiority. But when you turned your face toward God and focused on your own healing, you starved her demons. Now, without your energy to prop her up, the foundation she built on sand is giving way. The silence you have maintained has become a resonant echo in her soul, far more potent than any words you could have spoken. This brings us to a critical understanding of how the spiritual realm influences the physical world. There is a concept known as the boomerang effect in spiritual law. Whatever energy is sent out must eventually return to its source, often with 3 times the intensity. This person projected confusion, betrayal, and unworthiness onto you. For a season, you absorbed it. You carried the burden that was meant for them. But because you are a chosen one, you have a unique ability to transmute darkness into light. You processed the pain. You went through the dark night of the soul. You cried the tears. You prayed the prayers. And you came out softer, not harder. You retained your empathy. You kept your heart open despite the wounds. And because you did not return evil for evil, the negative energy they sent you has nowhere else to go but back to its sender. It is bouncing back. This is why God says her sudden fall is imminent. It is the inevitable return of her own actions. She is about to reap the harvest of the seeds she planted in your life. Let's talk about the symptoms she is experiencing right now, even if she posts smiles and success on the surface. You need to understand that social media is a highlight reel of a crumbling reality. Behind closed doors, the atmosphere has shifted. God is revealing to me that this person is experiencing a sudden onset of anxiety and sleeplessness. The reticular activating system in her brain, which filters information, is suddenly bombarding her with reminders of you. She hears a song that reminds her of your kindness. She sees someone who walks like you. She hears your name in passing conversations. Your presence, once dismissed, now occupies her quiet moments. This isn't a haunting of guilt in the traditional sense. It is a powerful revelation of your worth. It is a dawning awareness of the grace she took for granted. She's beginning to realize that when she walked away from you, or when she pushed you out, she didn't just lose a person. She lost a covering. She lost a source of genuine, unconditional love that is rare in this world. There is a specific reason why this realization is hitting her now. It is because you have finally leveled up. You have stepped into a new vibration of self-worth. In quantum physics, we know that particles can be entangled across vast distances. When one particle changes its state, the other reacts instantly, no matter how far apart they are. You and this person were entangled. For a long time, you stayed in a vibration of lack and longing, which allowed her to stay in a vibration of arrogance and indifference. But recently, you shifted. You started to see your own value. You started to invest in yourself. You started to believe that you deserve better. And because you changed your state, she is forced to react. The energetic cord between you is snapping, and the backlash is hitting her. She is feeling the loss of your energy, and it is creating a void that nothing else can fill. She tried to fill it with other people, with distractions, with material things, but nothing works. The new supply she thought would replace you is turning out to be hollow. The grass she thought was greener on the other side was actually artificial turf. I want to address the suddenness of this fall. Scripture and spiritual texts often speak of disaster coming suddenly. One moment everything seems fine, and the next, the walls of Jericho come tumbling down. This is what is happening. You might not see the cracks yet, but the structural integrity of her life is compromised. God is removing his hand of protection from her schemes. You see, for a while, God allows the wheat and the tares to grow together. He allows the wicked to have their season, often to test the faithful and to give the wicked time to repent. But there comes a deadline. There is a date on the divine calendar where grace for the unrepentant runs out and justice begins. January 29th is that marker. The time for games is over. The time for manipulation is over. God is exposing the truth. Things that were done in the dark are being brought to the light. Secrets she thought were buried are about to surface. Lies she told to smear your name are about to be debunked, not by you defending yourself, but by the truth simply revealing itself. You have been waiting for vindication. You have prayed, Lord, when will you clear my name? When will they see who I really am? The answer is now, but it won't happen the way you expect. It won't be you shouting from the rooftops. It will be God shifting the circumstances so that everyone, including her, sees the reality. People who believed her lies will suddenly have a change of heart. They will feel a check in their spirit. They will start to question her narrative. You will receive apologies from unexpected sources. You will see a shift in how people treat you. But the most profound shift will be in her. She is being moved, not just by regret, but by a holy recognition of the value she failed to see. This is a painful process for the ego. The ego wants to be right. The ego wants to win. But the spirit knows the truth. Her spirit is currently at war with her ego, and the ego is losing. This internal conflict is what is causing her fall. It is a fall from pride, a fall from arrogance, a fall from the false pedestal she placed herself on. But before we continue, I must warn you, as this shift happens, as she begins to spiral and you begin to rise, you might feel a sudden urge to reach out. You might feel a wave of pity. You are an empath, a healer, a chosen one. Your natural instinct is to save, to fix, to comfort. When you feel her distress in the spirit, because you will feel it, you must not interfere. This is a critical instruction. Do not interrupt the karma. Do not try to cushion her fall. If you step in now, you interrupt the lesson God is trying to teach her. You must stand still and let God be God. This is her journey, her consequence, and her opportunity for awakening. If you rescue her now, she will never learn, and the cycle will repeat. Your job is to hold your peace, maintain your boundaries, and focus on your own expansion. The best thing you can do for her and for yourself is to remain in your high vibration. Let the justice of God do its perfect work. Now let's go deeper into the specific signs that this fall is happening right now, even if you haven't seen the physical evidence yet. The first sign is an intense vividness in your dreams. Over the last few nights, have you dreamt of her? Have you dreamt of the old situation? These are not just memories, these are visits in the astral realm. Her soul is reaching out to yours because it is in distress. She is trying to reconnect with the source of light she lost. You might wake up feeling drained or emotional. If this happens, you must pray and cut the cords immediately. Say, I return all energy that is not mine to its source, and I call back all my energy to me, cleansed and purified. The second sign is a sudden influx of angel numbers or synchronicity, specifically numbers related to justice and completion, like 1111, 888, or 999. These are messages from your spirit guides confirming that the cycle is closing. The third sign is a physical sensation of lightness or release in your solar plexus chakra. This is the center of your personal power. For a long time, it was knotted up with anxiety. Now, it is relaxing. This is your body knowing before your mind does that the threat is gone. The enemy has been neutralized. God says that this woman's fall will change everything because it clears the path for your destiny. You see, as long as this situation was unresolved, as long as this injustice was hanging over your head, you were tethered to the past. You were looking back, Like Lot's wife, you couldn't fully step into the new door God has opened because your foot was caught in the old one. This event, this exposure, this vindication is the final cut. It sets you free. It releases you from the contract of that relationship. Once the truth is out, you no longer have to care. You no longer have to wonder. The chapter is closed. And with that closure comes a massive influx of new energy. You are about to experience a surge in your career, your finances, and your creative life. The energy you were using to manage that heartbreak is now available for your purpose. Watch what happens in your life over the next 30 days. Opportunities that were blocked will suddenly open. People who were distant will draw near. You are becoming a magnet for blessings because your frequency is no longer distorted by the static of that old connection. There is also a warning here for the her in this scenario, and for anyone who touches God's anointed. The Bible is clear, touch not my anointed, and do my prophets no harm. Being a chosen one is not an ego trip. It is a serious responsibility and a serious protection. When people mess with you, they are not just messing with a person. They are interfering with a divine plan. They are sticking their hand into a fire they do not understand. This person thought you were weak because you were kind. She mistook your meekness for weakness. She didn't know that meekness is actually power under control. She didn't see the legion of angels that stand beside you. Now, she is seeing them. The fear of God is falling upon her. She is realizing that there are spiritual forces at play that she cannot manipulate with tears or lies. This is a terrifying place to be for someone living in the ego, but it is the only place where true transformation can happen. I want you to visualize a scale. On one side is all the pain, the gossip, the betrayal, and the tears you cried. It's heavy. For a long time, your side of the scale was weighed down, while her side was light and lifted up. But God is a God of justice. His nature requires balance. Right now, in the spirit, His finger is tipping the scale. Your side is rising up into glory, into recognition, into peace. Her side is coming down into reality, into accountability, into truth. This motion is unstoppable. It is gravity. It is law. You don't have to push the scale. You just have to stand on your side and receive the elevation. Do not gloat when you see her fall. Do not celebrate her pain. That lowers your vibration. Instead, witness it with solemn gratitude. Acknowledge that God is faithful. Say, "Thank you, Lord, for fighting my battles. Thank you for vindicating me." Let's address the change that is coming. The title says, "Her fall will change everything." What does that mean? It means the ecosystem of your life is being cleansed. When the root of toxicity is removed, the whole garden flourishes. You will notice that other negative people in your life start to fall away too. It's a domino effect. Her exposure will reveal the true colors of mutual friends. You will see who was really loyal and who was just enjoying the drama. This might be painful at first as your circle gets smaller, but it is necessary. God is pruning your life for growth. You cannot take everyone with you to where you are going. You are entering a season of high-level assignment. You need a circle of protection, not a circle of gossip. This event is the catalyst for that cleanup. It is also changing your internal landscape. You are losing the victim identity. You are stepping into the victor identity. You are realizing that you survived the attack, and not only did you survive, you thrived. This builds an unshakable confidence. You will walk into rooms differently. You will speak with a new authority. The trauma is being transmuted into testimony. Some of you are asking, will she come back? Will she apologize? The answer is complex. She may try to return. When the fall hits, when the reality sinks in, desperation often leads people back to the last place they felt light. She may reach out with a text, a call, or through a third party. She may try to test the waters to see if you are still accessible. But you must use discernment. A return without repentance is just a cycle reset. True repentance is not just "I'm sorry." It is changed behavior over time. It is humility. It is making amends. If she comes back just to alleviate her own guilt or to get an ego boost, you will feel it in your gut. It will feel heavy, sticky, draining. If she comes back with true brokenness and a desire to heal, it will feel different. But do not hold your breath for this. Your healing does not depend on her apology. Your vindication comes from God, not from her admission. Even if she never says the words, her life is the apology. Her fall is the admission. The fact that she cannot replicate what she had with you is the ultimate compliment. I want to take a moment to speak to the men listening to this, because often we frame this as a woman's pain, but men are chosen ones too. You may have dealt with a woman who used the legal system against you, who alienated your children, or who smeared your reputation in the community. God sees you. He sees the nights you paced the floor. He sees the injustice of the false accusations. This message is for you too. Her sudden fall involves the truth coming out about her character. The courts, the community, the family, they are about to see the manipulation. The mask of the victim she wore is slipping. God is restoring your honor. He is restoring your name. Stand tall, man of God. Your quiet strength has been testing her demons, and they are fleeing. And to the women listening who dealt with a friend or a female rival who tried to destroy your relationship or your career, God saw the jealousy. He saw the evil eye she cast in your direction. He saw the whispers. He protected you from things you didn't even know were being plotted. Now he's returning that energy to her. She will be too busy dealing with her own crumbling house to throw stones at yours. You are free. Walk in your beauty. Walk in your grace. Shine brighter than ever. Your shine is the best resistance. As we move closer to the end of this month, pay attention to the news, pay attention to your local environment, and pay attention to your intuition. The signs will be subtle at first, then impossible to ignore. You might hear that she lost her job, or her relationship ended, or she is facing a legal issue. Whatever it is, do not engage. Do not gossip about it. Simply nod, acknowledge God's hand, and keep moving forward. Your destiny is waiting. You have a purpose that is bigger than this distraction. The enemy sent her to derail you, to waste your time, to make you doubt your calling. But God used it to train you. He used the resistance to build your spiritual muscles. Now the training is over. You are ready for the main event. I want to challenge you today. If you receive this message, if you feel the truth of it in your bones, I want you to make a declaration. In the comments, write, "I am ready for my divine realignment," or write, "God is my vindicator." Seal this word. When you write it down, you are grounding the energy. You are telling the universe, "I accept this truth." Also, share this with someone who has been going through a battle. You never know who needs to hear that their justice is on the way. We are a community of chosen ones, and we stand together. We hold the light for each other when the night is dark. But the morning is here. The sun is rising. The shadows are fleeing. Let's talk about the cliffhanger of this spiritual season. You might think the fall of your enemy is the climax of the movie, but it's not. It's just the inciting incident for your new chapter. The real story is what God is about to do with you. The space that is clearing up is about to be filled with miracles. I'm talking about eyes have not seen, ears have not heard kind of miracles. But there is one condition. You must forgive. This is the hardest part. You must forgive her. Not for her sake, but for yours. Forgiveness does not mean reconciliation. It does not mean access. It means cutting the cord. It means saying, "God, I release her to you. I release the debt she owes me. I don't want to carry this bitterness anymore." When you forgive, you unclog your spiritual arteries. You allow the blessings to flow. If you hold on to the anger, you stay tied to her fall. You don't want to go down with her. You want to soar. So let her go. Let God deal with her. You turn your face to the sun. There is a mystery in the way God operates. He often waits until the very last minute, when it looks like all hope is lost, to step in. This is to ensure that he gets all the glory. If it happened sooner, you might have thought it was your own doing. But because it's happening now, after you've exhausted all your options, you know it is him. This builds your faith for the next level. You are being forged into a warrior of light. You are becoming someone who cannot be shaken. The things that used to trigger you don't even register anymore. You are becoming unoffendable. And that makes you dangerous to the kingdom of darkness. A person who cannot be manipulated by fear or anger is a person who can change the world. So as January 29th unfolds and we move into February, keep your eyes open. Watch for the shift. It might start with a phone call. It might start with a feeling. But know this, the verdict has been rendered in the courts of heaven. The gavel has come down, ruled in your favor, damages awarded, peace, restoration, abundance. The defendant found wanting. The sentence, the lifting of the veil, it is done, it is finished. You can rest now. You can sleep soundly tonight knowing that the universe is rearranging itself to bless you. Before I go, I want to leave you with a powerful visualization. Imagine yourself standing on a mountaintop. The air is crisp and clean. Below you, in the valley, is the fog and the noise of the past. You can see the situation that caused you so much pain, but it looks so small from up here. It looks insignificant. You are breathing in the fresh air of freedom. You look to your right, and you see a path opening up, bathed in golden light. This is your future. It is bright. It is welcoming. It is full of love that doesn't hurt, success that doesn't require compromise, and joy that doesn't depend on anyone else. Turn your back on the valley. Start walking on the path. Don't look back. She is in the valley, dealing with the fog she created. You are on the mountain, walking with God. Remember, you are chosen not because you are perfect, but because you are resilient. You are chosen because you have a heart that reflects the Creator. Do not let the world harden you. Do not let her actions make you bitter. Stay sweet, stay kind, stay open. That is your superpower. That is what drives the darkness crazy. Your light is blinding to them. Keep shining. If this message resonated with you, do not leave this circle without connecting. Subscribe to the channel, like this video to signal the algorithm that you are part of this high-frequency tribe, and hit that notification bell. We are building an army of light bearers, and we need you in the ranks. The next video I'm preparing reveals the 3 specific words you need to say to unlock the financial abundance that has been held up by this spiritual blockage. You won't want to miss it. It's the key to the next door. Until then, stand firm. The battle is won. The storm is passing. The her who troubled you is being handled by the highest authority. Your job is to prepare for the harvest. Get your house in order. Get your heart in order. The blessing is too big to fit in your old life. Expand your capacity to receive. You are loved beyond measure. You are protected by legions. You are a chosen one, and your time has finally come. God bless you. Peace be with you. And remember, the best revenge is a life well lived, and the best justice is God's justice. Watch it unfold. It will be glorious. The silence is over. The fall has begun. Your rise is inevitable. Walk in it. Claim it. It is yours. At the end of script. But there is a critical warning I must give you right now, in this moment of victory, because the enemy is most dangerous when it is wounded. You have claimed your rise, and you have accepted the fall of the one who stood against you, but you must understand the physics of this spiritual separation. When a massive blockage is removed, it creates a vacuum. In the physical world, nature abhors a vacuum, and in the spiritual world, it is exactly the same. The space that she occupied, the space in your mind, the space in your emotions, and even the space in your daily routine where you spent time worrying about her or defending yourself, is now empty. And this is the most fragile moment in your transformation. If you do not fill that space intentionally with light, with truth, and with the specific frequency of your destiny, the old energy will try to rush back in. It is a universal law. Jesus spoke of the spirit that is cast out, wandering through dry places, seeking rest and finding none. It says, "I will return to my house from which I came." And if it finds the house swept and put in order but empty, it brings 7 other spirits more wicked than itself. This is why so many chosen ones experience a relapse or a sudden wave of depression right after a major breakthrough. You cannot just remove the negative. You must aggressively install the positive. You must occupy the territory you have just won. So how do you do this? How do you seal the perimeter so that neither she nor any energy like hers can ever breach your walls again? It starts with understanding the concept of the energetic signature. For years, perhaps decades, your energetic signature has been entangled with hers. You may have defined yourself in opposition to her. You were the victim, she was the aggressor. You were the light, she was the dark. But as long as you define yourself by who you are not, you are still tied to her. To be truly free, you must discover who you are in isolation, in the presence of God alone. You must build a new identity that has nothing to do with the battle you just survived. This week, I challenge you to perform the Sanctuary Protocol. This is not just a meditation, it is an active restructuring of your reality. Every time a thought of her pops into your head, whether it's a memory of an insult, a fear of what she might do next, or even a feeling of pity for her downfall, you must immediately replace it with a declaration of your future. Do not fight the thought. That gives it energy. Instead, overwrite it. If you think, "I hope she doesn't slander me," immediately say aloud, "My reputation is defended by the Most High, and my abundance is overflowing." You are literally rewiring the neural pathways in your brain that have been addicted to the stress she caused. Attention, you need to prepare now. I put together an exclusive resource for those who feel set apart for something greater, but live surrounded by noise, distractions, and mental overload. This is a 30-day journey that will transform your life. A guided path to armor your mind and prepare for what's coming with daily practices of focus, boundaries, and discipline. Stop negotiating with the noise. Learn to spot distractions before they control you, and strengthen your mind. Also available in an immersive audio version. Over 10 Zuzazara readers have already transformed their lives through the 30-day journey. Thousands of people have already started this transformation. People like you who are tired of living in the fog. Ordinary people who decided to stop accepting mental chaos. Take advantage of this limited time offer only this month. Access your link just below in the pinned comment.